June 6, 1944, better known as D-Day, is remembered for its impact on creating a turning point in World War II. Over 5,000 ships and aircraft launched 150,000 men onto the shores of Normandy. Today, KSLA News 12's Bisky Duncan joins us live from Barksdale Air Force Base, honoring the sacrifice of D-Day and learning how Barksdale even played a part in the action of World War II. Good morning, Bisky.
Good morning, Dominique. That's exactly right. Just like you said, Barksdale had a tremendous part. Now, officially dedicated in 1933, Barksdale would go on to become known as a training base. So we are here today with 8th Air Force historian, Mr. Lane Calloway, who's going to tell us a little bit more about how the 8th Air Force actually participated almost as one of their first missions in D-Day.
Yeah, indeed. And it was one of the first missions. A lot of the units that was coming into 8th Air Force, when the last ones come in, its first mission was D-Day that was deployed. For Barksdale here, around 1939, it started going to a training base. So a lot of folks who trained here went back to the units. We're talking about pilots, navigators, bombardiers, gunners, and so forth. But then also, during the war about 1942, it started to change, and they're looking at units, bomber units, heavy bomber units. In fact, there would be 4 bomber units that was trained here at Barksdale that were deployed to England, assigned to 8th Air Force that participated in D-Day. So it's all kind of fits together. After D-Day, training would continue at Barksdale. It would be some specialty training, chemical warfare units, military police units, quartermaster units would train. In fact, from May of 1944 until March 1945, bomber air crews from the French Air Force was at Barksdale training. So you got to think, for World War II, training, and that's what it did. It had the room, it had space, they built a lot of buildings. The population of Barksdale, if you will, permanent population, about 10,000, all focused on training units.
And even to this day, still very active at Barksdale Air Force Base, as I'm sure you might hear some of the B-52s going over while we're here at the Barksdale Global Power Museum. When we come back, we'll focus a little bit more about the history, not just with World War II, but also the history that is honored and celebrated here at the museum. Reporting live at Barksdale Air Force Base, Bisky Duncan, KSLA News 12.